But the one that's been consistently in the green between 6 and 7% higher is Reliance. So let's ponder a little more. People have had time to look at the press releases and do their numbers. We have it with us Jal Irani of Edelweiss. Jal, you have the initial numbers now. What have you made of it? Any EBITDA calculations on the digital telecom front or the Jio front that Facebook would have made to make such a big investment?
I think it's too premature to look at any specific numbers to that extent, but I think the synergies are massive. Firstly, and actually just go even beyond the business, the value trigger is significant. One is that needless to say, Facebook in several ways is a technology digital leader itself globally. And the important thing is that it has taken a 9.99% stake in the entire entity, which includes Internet of Things, the digital platform itself, and several other investments which are including several apps which are in this business. But also, rather importantly, as a separate arrangement, WhatsApp platform is going to be used along with JioMart on the retail side. It's basically there are two significant developments here which are important.
Okay, Jal, hi, good morning. So what's the valuation currently for you, sum of the part value for Reliance, and what's your rating on the stock?
So essentially in our SOTP we have Reliance Jio as 40.5 billion. This deal would suggest a value of about 57 billion. So obviously that this deal is being done higher than our expectations of value, so there's a potential value trigger there. Our target price at the moment is in the region of about 1,550 or so. So we are really higher than most on the street, and we do have an outperform recommendation on the stock.
Jal, good morning. I also want to get your sense on what's happening to the traditional business. This absolute unprecedented mayhem that we've seen in the crude market, what could this mean for Reliance's traditional business?
So, needless to say, globally across sectors, everybody's function is hurting. Now the question is, who would be hurting relatively more or less? Effectively, in the month of April and perhaps even May, one is expecting a global dip in demand for oil to the extent of nearly 25%. Now that means that refinery runs around the world have got to reduce by 25%. So that's a tall ask. So there are lots of now within the space, the Western refiners, especially European refiners, as well as the Japanese refiners, are not very competitive. So a lot of those capacities are shutting down significantly. While the likes of the refiners in India, especially Reliance Industries, which is very competitive, although margins are going to suffer, but nevertheless they do have very low costs, and I understand that they're still running at 100% utilization. So more than oil prices, refinery is really passed through, and from Reliance's perspective, crude oil prices don't directly impact. Of course, volatility means that you'll have to buy your crude and pre-sell your products simultaneously to avoid significant fluctuations, but that's an area where you could see significant fluctuations. So it's a question of more about volatility and overall decrease in margins, but from a competitive perspective, I believe it's still running full blast at and still making money at it.
Okay. Well, Jal, thank you very much. Through the day, of course, we are likely to get more information from Reliance and Facebook itself, and we will touch base with you thereafter. But the stock's clearly holding out. It's a huge amount of money, and it gives Rel Jio an arm and a leg in terms of an advantage, not just in the telecom and digital space, but in the e-commerce space, where the group already has a vast network in terms of Reliance Retail. So this is clearly a seminal moment, but